Good. Just gonna do an audio check. Are we having audio check? Okay. Yes? Are we having audio check? Okay. All right. I don't know what to say about that. There's a bit of an echo, but it seems like the audio is working. It may have been the case with the other one. Maybe I just didn't look at it for long enough. Um, there also may be an issue with comments showing up or not, because I think that very short 8-minute one I just tried to do, it it said there was I think it said 16, 17 chats, of which I think I saw 4 or 5. But I hope that, and actually I remember Justin said he's only going to chat with me. But I have noticed other times he chats with others here, so I don't think that's the case. I think Philip is a mod. I'm trying to remember who else. But, and yeah, right, nearly. Who else there was over there? Um, um, yeah. I'll just start right off the hop because I know that if who I'm thinking of sees this, they might be feeling mixed about watching further because there's been some misunderstandings, really, and or just some things that you know transpired. They didn't need to, but they did. Um, basically, to and I just never know when they might find their way to the stream. So to David in Singapore, originally from Dublin, wishing you well, even with the kind of the awkward thing that happened. I mean, it's hard to get to spot to do this sometimes, but I am mostly there. So, also, of course, Jordan and his family. I hope everything's improving there. And Alex from the UK. I think that gives all of them. I'm not too sure what I was doing earlier, but anyway, but it more good than not. So yeah. Anyway, there was somebody in the previous one that said, "Hi, are you having a good day?" and may have stayed and chatted, but I did I put it correctly in the comment, and then let it be there for like 2 or 3 minutes before a minute or two before I wrapped up. That I was going to kind of start the video again because there was an audio issue. Um, but that person genuinely, seemed to wonder and want to, seemed to be trying to be part of the conversation. So hopefully they find their way in other like-minded people. How is your day going? Um, where are you watching from? Is it your first time to the channel? I know I thought of some other questions in the previous one. I said some, not to toot my own bugle, but I think I said some pretty good things. But there was an audio issue. I apologize for any lagging. I apologize for any advertisement interruptions. I don't know how to not set them via the cell phone. And I apologize for any echo or audio issues. Normally there isn't, but I don't know if it's something to do with the weather outside. I mean, it's just raining a bit, but or what? But anyway, so I will say what I remember. Um, as far as feelings as we know. I'm on a road trip right now, Noah Kadri. Okay. I guess so. You're answering the question. How's your day going? Whereabouts are you road traveling? That reminds me of a portion of a writing project that I was working on, and I was gonna look at it, and the content, the stuff I was looking at kept bouncing a little bit, and then I saw a note that said to look at the 24th. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Well, I'm not quite there in that spot, but I'm not far. But it's man, we could have possibly connected if I was a bit closer. Anyway, and celebrate. What are we celebrating? And Neo Bunny, how was your day? Yeah, I was just mentioning that. How was your day? I mean, it's 10 o'clock in a few minutes. It's mostly going well. Was able to be outside at the start of it a little bit, and then it kind of, hello, Mr. C. Sundays, how are you? Then it kind of got a little cooler and rainy. Uh, Had some nice meals, nice time with the other person in the home. I don't know what that is exactly. Did a nice stream. Hello, hey dude, and B, but I'll take it. How, hey, hello, do you, yeah, Femi Oz. In fact, let me just see for a moment here. I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like I've maybe seen your channel before. And it's sometimes really hopping. By the way, folks, if you haven't liked, please do. Anyway, then I was dealing with some stress and mixed feelings, but I meant to do a stream tonight. It seems like, so here I am. So, Makeup Cover is in a song you may have heard of. Folks, if you haven't liked yet, there's some lovely comments coming through. Thank you for the one like. I see 4 people here, so easy, free, appreciate it. um, but to not say so, to short it. Anyway, so how has your day been going? Question mark, question mark. One moment here. There's a long comment. I just whoops, sorry. Undo. Sorry, I'm missing things here. Just a moment, please. It looks like 2 different people. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream and the content, but the other detail was not necessary. It looks like different people. Unhide. Um, Femiyaz, I hope that you are still here. I accidentally hit something. Sometimes it's not an accident, but when I unintentionally do it, I'll say it. Um, Musasi's Sandi, any relation to Emily? I don't know what Guku and Frieza is. Canada, you? You're from the okay Philippines. Okay, what sounds good? Did I really say anything that sounded good? Just kidding. Yeah. Really? I can't make sense of your comment and ever so slightly. It's disturbing. Femi Oz, are you there? I think 2 different people have asked about, or maybe not, maybe just the one. I just didn't read the channel name before. Okay, I'm Turkish. You won't excuse me, right? Okay, you are there. Sorry, I accidentally briefly hit you. Do I watch anime? Not much, but I am working on some kind of Asian themed writing, and that made someone's head think. I've watched your stream from it. Yeah, I think I have too. And just going by the profile picture, a little bit familiar. And I've commented on your stream too. It's been probably a month or so, but that's interesting to come across somebody like that. Just like I found I've in another chat, a little after mine. Although I don't know, it was a little odd. Um, the stream. Famous and both at the same time. I never expected to recognize you. But I mean, if you're a live streamer, then I mean, sometimes IT is a small world, right? Chopstick if you're curious, chopstick if you're not. On all the keys there, please. Um, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, I had G stumped earlier with that thing you were talking about 2-4, whatever it was. And then he's like, actually, there used to be an old saying about beer, and it's like, yeah, but neither of us drinks very often, so we didn't know it. Is a cyan and was raised by humans, while Frieza is a space alien, kind of a lizard with transformations. SC Bennett, by the way, where are you watching from? I'm trying to figure out your profile picture. You like a mirror image, or I'm trying to figure that out. Um, anyway, okay, that's kind of sci-fi based, but yeah, but no, this is a safe space, Femi Oz. It's cool to have you here. And I know Bennett is a kind of a common name, and I think I've seen it spelled with two T's before as well. But do you have any family in Canada, or are you related to the famous Tony? Theo Plumstead, I think you were very, very briefly. Um, okay, that could be a typo. I was gonna think was that Atlanta, but Illinois. Okay. Um, um, thank you for the fourth like. But yeah, safe space for the most part. I mean, don't welcome everything, but welcome most things. Of course, if there's anything I'm not seeing that you think is contributing something worthwhile, feel free to comment as well, Chillin. And it sounds like she's also familiar with you. Are you related to Tony S.C. Bennett? Hi, Myth. You're here lurking in the background, I see, but I don't see you in the comments. What's up with that? You came in here a couple times somewhat recently, and not said a ton, a little bit. Um, it looks like you put a user in timeout for 10 seconds who I've blocked, which under one's own video, I only know how to hide. And then on other people, that's the option to block. So I don't know. Tony Bennett, obviously. And the other one's Ryan, but he's in Canada. Do we still have the person on the road trip watching? I'm hoping you're not driving and texting at the same time. Well, I mean, you have only put 3 comments, but and I like how it was Calgary to Edmonton, but it looks like Calgary, yo, Edmonton. Um, Tony Bennett, the singer, goes way back. Thank you for the fifth like, by the way. Hi, Myth. Can you say something, please? Um, I appreciate that you're trying to help as a mod, but how about this one? Would you bring River? How old is you? I don't see anybody named River here, nor did I. Just a moment. Um, Thank you, Hymeth. I do appreciate. Yeah. So who's River? And you're not saying anything to me. James Marshall. Okay, that's where it annoys me. Let me just address this for a moment. Um, okay, I can still see it at least. Hymeth, can you say something directly to me, please? No, I don't. Big Laburi. I do like the channel name though. Um, James Marshall. You have me confused for someone else, or you're trolling, because I don't go out and about all that much. I'm insulting people in public, and I'm not begging people for money on the street corner. Um, do I disagree with the other thing they said? I'll expect the gay pride stream. Duke of New York 420. I love the channel name. I don't know why you think this is a gay pride stream. Give me, but we do accept the community here. Back the mic up a few inches. I don't know. Isn't usually people don't usually have a problem with it. Okay. Um, and other people. Okay. So, hi, Myth. I'm really not too sure what to think. I appreciate the help modding, and I think in a couple instances tonight you've been. Is anybody else seeing out of curiosity? Part rat, part hog. He lives. Are the other fellows around you? It's nice to see you again. How are you? Shipping anything from the States to Canada or anywhere, possibly within the States, would be difficult. Otherwise, I'd be considering getting your merch if you didn't have root at all. But still, and if you had a zip hoodie, because I like it zipped in a zip. They're saying weird stuff. I mean, we all do sometimes, but um, uh, I'm not that interested in talking about what big. Uh, also, yeah. Okay, so that's an innuendo, but okay, whatever. It's more like nine, but anyway. Um, sorry. Don't wear a beanie like that, baby. With a beard. subscribers are looking at commercial lately. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm not playing like in the comments. I don't know how that one came in. You know, this is why, who wants this kind of energy on their stream? I'm gonna just ignore it. So I mean, must be as say full moon out and people are acting strange, but we still got some good people here. So let me just scroll through this again for a moment here. Chillin's here, hopefully. Femiaz. I don't know exactly how to say it, but I'm going to guess Tikalato Lasset, the person from Turkish. Are you? Hope you're gobbling up this content. So I don't mean to be rude. It's just one for jokes and and puns sometimes. S.C. Bennett seems cool. Theo Plumstead, I'm hoping you're still here. Otherwise, both times you haven't stayed more than 2 or 3 minutes, and it takes a little longer than that to settle into the greatness. River, how old is you? I don't see anybody named River. Don't know who you're talking about. Oh, there was a comment that I did want to see, but first of all, this. Don't let this distract you from the bad idea going to be running these civics with spoon engines. And on top of that, he just went into areas and bought some 326 turbo. Not anything to do with talking about, not anything that interests me. So, anyway, sorry I'm falling behind. So sad to see you there like with this. If you invested the same amount of time you do life rather than into business, actually, I try and balance my time the best I can, and I'm multitasking, and I follow where I feel I'm led to, what I'm led to do, that could be beneficial for others and myself. And right now that's streaming. So I think I'll James on his way, but I wanted to address that because you would be very successful. You grow man time. I mean, lots of people are live streaming these days. I mean, I wanted to address that because there might be some truth within it, but we're all just doing the best that we can. And how do we know that? Because we're at where we're at with ourselves in our lives. Maybe some of us could be doing better in some areas, but I'm sure we're trying. Big love, I love it. Duke of New York 420, if you're still here. Why do you think this is a pride stream? We accept the LGBT community here, but I'm not too sure where you're getting that impression from otherwise. Hey there. I think what you mean is people are saying some weird stuff. Yeah, people be weird sometimes, eh? Or at least amusing. But there is a difference. Okay, there's one message that says help. It must be the one I've displayed. Hi, Myth. How are you? How are the fellas? How is the music and the touring going? Okay, dog in the wild. I don't know. That's just a little odd. I'm pagan. I support our Lord Jesus Christ, and I'm trans, but I do know. Okay. Um. Well, I am fairly close to pagan. I don't know a lot of them. I don't know a lot about it. I have been to a Beltane event before. Um, I think that there's a lot of similarity amongst religions, and we'll get super deeply into religious stuff. And well, we're only 19 minutes in, but this is why I'm agnostic, or one reason. So yeah, and that's okay. Jesus loves you if you truly are trans, and not just going by the other commenter speaking about it. Then that's fine. All good. Although I've got to, some of you got your mind in the gutter literally, and it's a turn off for God. It's not something I'm interested in, and I just don't know. Somebody else is seeing somebody named River. Okay. So Hyman, hopefully you're still there. I will let you make the decision as to what to do with about the person named River, and whether you think that this should be on this channel or not, because I don't seem to be seeing them. But this is an example. Sometimes it's showing me comments I'm not seeing, and I've never really seen evidence of that other than when I wrap up and it says this many comments, and I can say, well, there's about this many from what I remember seeing, and then it's like, Does any favorite music video of all time? Does anybody have any favorite songs lately? And yeah, other than like your own high myth. And what is up with your picture? It doesn't seem to be displaying properly. Uh, no drugs is bad for you, indeed. Bruno Olivia, I would ask if you, but you're just coming in here with a random abbreviation. I do know what it means, but I don't know why you're saying it. There was somebody else named Nate in here before, and I don't know. Uh, um, I hope you actually mean dispose. When you say drugs are bad, give them all to you to dispose of. Where are you watching from, Nate? Okay, I'm getting caught up. Um, Heard of Miss Beast. That's very funny because somebody was just mentioning that show today that sounds a lot like that person, or the other day that sounds a lot like that person's name. I didn't come here for the trolls. I came here for intelligent conversation, to do some music covers if people have any requests, to help people going through difficult, stressful times. People that work in mental health, as lovely as a lot of them are, and they're trying to help. Honestly, I sometimes think a lot of them are, well, smart people can be stuck too. It's true. The most important thing is the want to help. So, I think that you have to have yourself at a certain spot or level in life to be able to. You're never gonna have everything figured out or have perfection. But it looks like someone who just goes, and I don't know what that other thing is all the time. Don't know why you think that. I look pretty stable. I look pretty stable. I look pretty well kept, not to judge anything or whatever. Um, just putting some muscle rub on because. But I do see that you're from Canada. But just to judge somebody that quickly, Vegas, Melbourne, Australia. I'm guessing. Although I think there is other Melbournes. You're in the hospital. How come? I hope that you are going to start doing better, and I hope that whatever you're going through improves. Is what I mean. Sweet knit hat, Mike Ruderman. Or is it Ruderman? Because it's one D. Thank you. I'm hoping that's not sarcasm, because it is pretty sweet. Okay, have you all liked yet? I'm all caught up from what I'm seeing. Hi, Myth, are you still there? Chillin'. Democratic Penguin Republic with a bunch of symbols. Heart, rose, fist pump, bear. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with that. I'm not hugely political, and I don't really have any opinions about uh, Democratic penguins or whatever. But again, there is a part of that makes me think of my friend Kim. You all believe in the afterlife, and really sorry if there's any comments I'm not still seeing. Um, Hymeth looks like you're still here. Um, you know, and it's interesting actually. That's the second time it looks like the way I blocked it says that you put in time out for 86K seconds. What? What does that even mean? YTV weird sometimes, as much as I love it. Okay, so let's have some good conversation. Let's talk about some good songs. Let's talk about anything about life that you want to talk about. Because it's getting late here, and I'm not going to roll super much longer. But we do seem to have some of the same standards, and you seem to take your role very seriously, Hymeth, and I appreciate that. I would love to catch up with you a bit more, though. So, like, I'd asked you a couple little questions. I would appreciate a couple little or big answers. It looks to me as if things have slowed down a little bit. There's 4 people watching. JM, why do you ask? I'm neutral about them, I guess. They make me think of Australia, which makes me think of Burke, which makes me feel a little bit, but you do. Okay, yeah, I mean, they seem interesting. I don't know. I'm neutral, like I say. A very random question. Have you ever heard of the band Gearling? So, hi, Myth. Are you watching with the others? Is anybody else watching with anybody else? I mean, I always think I'm talking to each one as an individual, but yeah, they might be, Not much I can do about that. It is what it is, but means that the audience is bigger than it might be, and it could be a bit awkward. JM, why do you ask? And I also answered your question, so if you haven't given a like yet, can you please do so? Thank you. So you have to be 25 minutes in before it decides to monetize it? Okay. I think that just showed up on there. Well, I don't know if we're receiving payments accurately right now, so but for receiving the payments that we have. So yeah. Song request, folks. Do you have a tattoo or a song lyric that you would tattoo, a song you carry with you often? I just got a bit of that in my hand and then I just got it my tongue. Go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead with what? By the way, do any of you meditate out of curiosity? I don't often, but I intend to fairly often. And also the question about the afterlife. Are you watching with the others? How is the touring going? Have you made a zip hoodie yet? I haven't been saving up these questions, or at least not actively, but seeing your name, I'm thinking of them. Hope I don't die from getting a bit of that stuff in that muscle cream in my mouth. I mean, I'm neutral and I'm kind of okay either way, but no, I'd rather not. What else did I come up here for? Oh, right, this way. I'll be right back out there. Be back in under 5 minutes, folks. I guess I can give you guys a bit of an update, whether you're familiar with me or not. And if chilling is there still, I do understand it's possibly put late there, either an hour or two ahead or an hour or two behind. But you were here for quite a while earlier. I don't know where you went, but what did you think about what Ivan seemed to be doing earlier? That was a bit confusing. You have retracted a message. What is it? Yes to what? Hello to Stacy Stoltz. I'm thinking of the name Schultz and Stirs. I don't think I've heard of Stoltz, but hello, how are you? Where are you watching from? Welcome to the channel. How'd you come across it? And like a general idea as to where you're watching from. We won't say our city either, so yeah. And that person said such. He was obviously driving and he's being safe, so that's good because even though my dad didn't tend to pass away, he was driving and passed away from doing so. Ask me the question. What question? There's a question. What is the question? Aside from the ones I've already asked you twice. And did you take care of River? And how about Lake? No, but seriously. Like, permanently, hopefully. To the best of your ability. David, Alex, Jordan, wish you all well. I have connected with you before, so if that resonates, then I mean you. Who can't text for a day? River? Which I don't know what gender that person would be. Taxi driver Packy. I'm English Canadian and white. I think you need, and I have no accent, and it's also rude. Like, time for an eye exam, perhaps. Sorry. I don't want to be rude back, but sometimes it's just so hard not to be. River, okay. I mean, I don't know what he was saying. I don't know if I really want to know, but if people are being a certain sort of way, like, they need to take a look at themselves and they need to kind of, ask themselves, why do they feel the need to be that way? Could they communicate better in a more, hate to use the word normal, but normal way and make some nice connections at the same time? Like, but I don't know what he said. I don't know if I want to know. But I would rather, and if you can scroll up and find his comments or their comments, and you know, make it so they aren't able to view, that would be actually a preference. So, what do y'all think about Ricky Lake? Speaking of bodies of water and people, I've seen River as a last name before, but actually, I have seen it a couple times as a first name too. But anyway, um, I'm just gonna re-ask any questions that I feel maybe I'd like to re-ask, to a different set of people or to the people that may have heard me or may have missed it the first time. What are some things you like meditations about, Chapstick? If you're curious, Chapstick, if you're not. Do you have any favorite songs? It's kind of getting late here, and I don't have a lot of energy, but I'd kind of like to do some music. You know, I was gifted with the ability. I'd kind of like to be doing it as much as I can. And in as many mediums as I can, but honestly, this one's the most accessible. There might be a couple of things coming up, a couple of opportunities, one or two just with G, some maybe for both of us. But yeah. And if you haven't liked, folks, please do. It's easy, doesn't cost it, it's free. So, and I'm discounting them for today only. So, I mean, that might have sounded weird. She said, "What your address is in the back of your is your social security number?" Or he. She said, "What your address is in the back." Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, well, I would never be giving that to them. I don't want to give anybody else any ideas, but I would never be giving that to this individual. So we don't have that out there. So, and we aren't very obvious about it. And I want to change the subject. So, but yeah, then there's people that I can understand why they want to keep their faces covered, but don't show their faces. Or I don't know. I don't know anything about that one, especially what transpired after that. But that was more my choosing. Anyway, um, songs. Anything that you're stressed about. Thoughts about meditation topics, please. And I think I'm seeing you know what? I wonder if also Hymuth. The other thing is that and is the person that was in the hospital still here? The other thing is seeing comments that are genuinely trying to be part of the conversation. Can you please let me know? I don't know what to think about that, but I don't need no operations. Not interested in them. Never have been. Never really. Yeah, I don't. The channel name was odd to me, and it just I don't know. Wasn't feeling it, especially going by the vibe that there has been in here. Um, but so I asked some questions, Hymuth, and to anybody else who is here and would like to answer them, if you would be so kind. Appreciate it. How are the other fellas as well? Like, I've seen you all in one or two videos. You all seem like lovely fellas, so I'm genuinely, hoping that you're all doing well in your life, and that you're finding lots of happiness and success. Yeah, sometimes it's easier than it is other times, right? But thank you for the 6th like, and they're also welcome as themselves. Well, hello, Ivan. How are you? Ivan and the other many Ivans. Nice to see you here. Yeah, I was unsure about that person that we watched earlier, that we were both in. So it wasn't you. It was the show that they said they were watching. Have you seen that guy before? Really? Wow. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or 7 a.m. Man, I have not been a late nighter like that in ages. I'm glad to have a fairly good sleep routine for the most part. But yeah, Ivan, meet Hymuth. Please don't try not to judge Ivan. He's been a regular lately. Mostly quite like him, and happy to have him here. You're playing football like a video game? Because is it not night where you're at, and how you're playing football and watching and modding and commenting on the stream? You must mean a video game, but even that is multitasking. I don't know if I'd say at its finest or not, but I had a lovely thought related to football earlier today, actually. And it involved rock and roll. Woo! Ironically. So it's interesting, like a musician like yourself and like myself, to be mentioning the sport. Thank you for the lyric thing, by the way. It's cute. Lyrical. Well, it looks like it's Ivan and Hymuth here right now, so. Are you serious? That was your grandpa? Are you being serious? Well, it was mostly the TV show. I thought that show's stupid. Why would anybody watch that? It's like brainwash, essentially. The actual definition of it. Where is my other water? I do have one here, don't I? Have I drank this much water? I'm gonna have to go get another water. I admitted him as my grandpa because I like to. So he's not your actual grandpa? So is it a video game or is it actually playing it, Hymuth? Either way, that sounds lovely, I guess. Yeah. Thank you for taking some time to be here as well. I've had some physical aches today, and I'm certainly not playing no football. I'll just meet you all in the locker. You're getting rowdy. Woo! Okay. Oh, Penny. Oh, Penny. Oh, Goofy. Somebody probably just came in here and said, "Hey, I know the name you just said. How do you know them?" Well, let me tell you. But only if you're being genuine. If you're just joking around, I'm not. And I think this is the other water. Somehow it slid to the couch cushion, but then there's that one. Anyway, playing it in real life. Okay, there's been some stuff I've been missing. Everybody knows it's round, but that does not necessarily mean that it's flat. Yes, but I feel it's my grandpa. And so is that who you were talking about when you told me your grandpa's planning to live stream? And G is not as well, he is actually, but he does not act as old as he seems. He acts like a 30 or 40-year-old. But he's 10 or 20 years more than that. It's actually Courtney Riley, not Riley Courtney or even Riley. I think it seems like misunderstood, but before I came here, I already helped him and admit. Okay, so you keep saying that, so that's good enough. But that's who you were referring to? Like, not your actual grandpa? Anyway, I can't remember a lot of details, and I'm not here to kind of talk bad about someone behind their back. I mean, opinions is one thing, but I can't remember if there was another reason, but other than focus. So, anyway, yeah, Hymuth, they must be saying, where is he? Oh, I'm just so enthralled by you know whose stream, you know. But yeah, I hope they find that some of them find their way here too at some point. I certainly don't mean to be interrupting your time together. What time is it there right now? And it's like not an official game. You're just, and so you're musicians and you're athletes. Is that a rare combo, or do I just think it is? I've got to say also, Courtney, it was a very, I like the stars. Oh, okay, hi. I've got to admit that, so there's like, what, 8 of you? You know, when I said I needed some time with some brothers, guess the drink. I guess it came true. Um, Riley, Courtney. It's kind of random of you to just jump in with that, though. I must say. So I hope you say something else soon, kind of connected to what I'm saying. And yeah, um, just looking at the chat on my other device. Again, if it doesn't show me certain comments, though, then this is where having somebody else help out is helpful. Um, yeah, you guys seem like you stay away from drugs. Do you guys drink at all? Any of you or your bandmates? To prevent misunderstandings, I'm still reading your emotions. I'm tired. I'm just trying to keep up with everything. It's all good. But are you mad at me because you thought I'm lying? No, I was just trying to understand if we were talking about the same person that you were telling me about earlier. What do I want, bro? Andrew, have you been here before? And what do you mean, what do I want? Is it hard to live? To live or to go live? Both vary. But what are you on? What are you asking? I'm lying. If you thought I'm lying to you, I think it's my fault to tell you. Just admitted that A word throw me a little bit, but because I love him as grandpa. Okay. So do you have your actual grandpa living? And is he live streaming? Thank you for the 6 like. Please, I don't know what you're on about, but I'll take Conan instead. I think he'd be nicer, even though he's a goof. Andrew, elaborate, please. Andrew. Have you been to the channel before? And what exactly are you asking? Don't worry about it, Hymeth. People be weird sometimes. I mean, we all can be, but don't know exactly why some people are extra weird. I don't know if they watch me. What? It is what it is. That didn't answer either of my two questions, and I need you to be a little less vague and elaborate a little bit more on what you're trying to say, Andrew, so that I can understand you, please. Because I want to. From my dad's side, my grandpa has passed away. Same, in about his 50s. I never saw him, but from my mother's side, I still have my grandpa. Okay, mine passed away a few years ago. I don't have any of them anymore, except for spiritually. Gosh, go outside, you'll understand. What are you getting at? Is it hard to live? I think we all know it can be at some times. What do I want, bro? Um, I really like you, Hymeth. You're a good guy. Um, I don't know if we need to be telling people to shut up, but I can understand. But this is YT. Um, but I'm not necessarily thinking that about Andrew right now. I'm just trying to understand him, to be quite honest. Um, there was I don't know if he's still here, but there was somebody that asked me about an Andrew recently, and I even had actually made a suggestion, and I'm wondering if it has anything to do with that. So it might make a tad more sense to me than it might make otherwise to anyone else. But you're not mad at me, right? No, I'm not someone who gets. I mean, I'll let you know if something's bothering me, and we can talk about it, and hopefully get to a good place about it and communication. I mean, as I was saying to someone earlier, sometimes it's best not to communicate things because that doesn't always go as hoped, and it can make things messy. But at the same time, I also do strongly encourage it. I'll let you know. He's telling you to go outside and not. Oh, is okay. Well, I don't. Are you putting those words in his mouth? Or did he say that fully? Um, yeah, I understand English is a second language to you, and you have your way of communicating, and that's fine. You know, I was a little bit like, I don't know why some of your peeps weren't saying anything if you were inviting them in earlier. And I was a little bit confused about what you were doing earlier, but at the same time, I did appreciate it. This video has had some trolls early on, so I'm not sure. I might just be enjoying it in the moment. You told me you are sensitive. Did I? So I'm trying to figure out how to not make. Okay, maybe forget that I said that. I don't think I'm that sensitive. I mean, a little bit. We all, but I don't think that I'm overly. I don't know. I don't think that I'm that sensitive. Um, I could let him answer that. I know, but I'll let him answer that. Um, we both. It's funny how we both took it. One, it's the channel name, and two, otherwise I don't kind of mind the question. But um, so I guess you're done playing football for the night by the scenes of it. I mean, it must be pretty late there. As long as the others aren't mad at you, they're like, no, they're watching you as well. Well, there's only two people here, so that can't be so, but they should. Some of them should at least. The others can do what they want, but at least hold a couple of them to it, eh? I have to go. Just kidding. Yeah. Oh, that's something I did want to do. Okay, sorry. Did we deal with this Andrew thing fully? I didn't mean to put it that way. And a third person just came in. And if it's Andrew, you've been way too vague, man. Sorry, I can't converse with the vagueness. Do you speak Russian? Are you Russian? I don't want to talk too much about that. I know there's crazy things going on in the world because there's crazy people in the world, in some cases. And I just don't want that kind of vibe getting in here. It's nothing against the culture. And Svetlana was a beautiful model. She still is, probably. We sure are getting a lot of rain, so I didn't think it was like actually. Yeah, he may have been more what you were saying. If not, then he's walking in the rain. Anybody have any song requests, please? Because my mom is from Vladislavia and my dad Indonesia. What time is it? 10:36. So Hymeth is musical. He's in a band called Olive Vox. If they ever have a zip hoodie or mailing from one country to the other becomes easier, I'd like one. I'd also like one of those T-shirts. My birthday is closer to the end of the year, and Christmas is Christmas, so keep that in mind. And I'm glad to see you here back here speaking a bit more because you came in here a couple times, said like a couple things, did a little modding, and left. I'm not from there, but I speak it right. Well, is it your cultural background, Hymeth? And obviously, the number at the top is not accurate. I hope it's close to accurate, though. Otherwise, I am annoyed by the fact that it's not close to accurate because it says there's one person watching. But, well, up till now, Hymeth has been here and Ivan, I think, as well. Now it says there's two. Okay, we have to rush off. Well, that's good because I didn't need you guys speaking another language that I didn't understand. Thank you for your time tonight. I hope you have a great night. Maybe we'll talk with you tomorrow. It's a holiday here, so G will be. I think you've met G, right? We'll be around and we'll try and do some music and have a good time. Probably at 10:11 Central Standard Time. Seeing this one, I believe there's only two of you here who I kind of know, and it's not even been an hour, but I probably I speak a little bit because my childhood in Indonesia. My mom sometimes speak Russian, but we speak Indonesian. It's a very lovely combo. Luca Bruno, hello. Isn't that the name of the judge on that dance show or talent show? Bruno something, and I don't mean Mars. How are you? Where are you watching from? Sorry, I'm tired, but I was just looking at these comments on I'm trying to decide what to make of this one. He didn't say anything else other than that. But the MK, I think when he says to dispose of, I think he means do them. Coconut bubblegum sounds interesting. What's with the long face? Hi from Canada, but my background is Italian, French, and British. That's a lovely combo. Whereabouts in Canada? Because I'm also Canadian. Coconut 8 bubblegum? Is that like 7, 8, 9? By the way, we're at 6 likes if we can get that to It's a phrase, because what I'm seeing is you put two eyes and a tongue um, as your first comment. Although I do have a new subscriber. I don't know if it was her in the video, but they kind of had a long face. That's not long, is it? Uh, no, it's a phrase that it just kind of rolled off my tongue, my long tongue, when I saw that. Canada, whereabouts in Canada are you from, Luca? Or are you in? I eat a lot of Italian food. I know a lot of people from the UK. My brother lives in France, like my sibling, and my cousin lives in French district. But yeah, well, it's elongated. Coconut bubblegum. By the way, I love your hair. It looks very flowing. Uh, Coconut bubblegum. I don't know if I'd like that or not. Bubblegum? That's the part that's getting me. I haven't had bubblegum in ages. Oh, he's good. Okay, thank you, Ivan. Feels nice at the moment, doesn't it? I'm just looking at the chat on the computer as well. She'll be downstairs to play music soon. Whoops. Thank you for the 8th like. Let's not make it too obvious there, Ivan, eh? I'm saying it. Then when I click see all chat on here, it's not actually showing all chat. Thank you for the 9th like. But let's see what it is showing. If I can get that live chat, yes. Now show me all of it. Sorry. Okay, there was somebody named Stacy who didn't stick around very long. She doesn't have a profile picture either, but whoops, I didn't mean to go to her profile, but thank you for the 10th like. Is this awkward that she almost looks like one or two people that I've met before, neither of which is named Stacy? She didn't really. I tried to encourage her to say more. She didn't really. Okay, I'm two more. Um, why would you ask that, Terrence Martin? Does it not look like I'm sitting in a home? Thankfully, I've never dealt with that. Maybe I've came close, but I've never have been. Why do you ask? Or is it that you are and you're just trying to relate to people? But I mean, I'm sitting in a home now. Yes, sometimes people are just staying on someone's couch for a little while, or staying with someone who they maybe can't stay with for a long time, but for a little while. But no, I'm in the home that I've lived in for about 8 years. So yeah. That doesn't sound very loving. You related to Marina. You put a homeless man out of his misery today. What do you mean by that? I will ask you that first. 18th like, Ivan, relax. Okay. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it muchly. You gave him a soda. Might as well go for a soda when nobody hurts, nobody dies. Might as well go for a soda. That song came into 2 recent streams recently. So yeah. Okay, cool. I don't know why I read that negatively at first, because some people are not very nice to people that are struggling. And um um Ivan, I must say you're confusing me a little bit. And yes, it's pretty cool though, isn't it? Ben, if you haven't liked yet, please do. Where are you watching from? How did you come across the stream? It was just, I think it was the wording. I don't know, but it's all good. And yeah, what was her name? Dare I ask? Myrih or something like that? Love? Wonder if she remembers why after all this time. 222, Pizza is a good place. I'm sure that's in many places. At least Canada. So I'm just looking at the chats a little bit closer on this device. Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought you looked like. More, you don't like the likes I gave? What makes you curious? Did I say curious? I don't dislike. I think you're the only one here right now. I just can't figure out how you're doing it. This time you didn't say you invited friends, but like that's a lot, man. It is a lot. Anyway, we can talk about that later. There's a second person here I want to welcome in as well. Um, I think that we should all just be us, happy being us, be a full, authentic person in all the good ways that aren't harming anybody, and just be us, without spreading things out too much. But want to help you because you're my friend, Lyric. I don't want to. I appreciate that. I don't want to lose you either. But I mean, yeah, I just. How many accounts do you have? I mean, that's what wondering, at this point. She's going to be playing piano very soon. And yeah, it's actually been close to an hour at this point. Um, but I want to help you because you're my. Okay, I read that already. Um, maybe hold off on the other question. We've got two other people here. Did just go? Two other people. Intriguing. Just kidding. Um, Hymuth is great. Just doesn't have a photo right now. Um, and I hope they won't be shy. It has been interesting. I'll say that much. Well, mostly. Um, but there was another commenter I was curious about. Luca, are you there? Come on, fellow Canadian. Don't dash off so quickly. I have my friends because when I was in high school, I helped all my friends to make emails for them. What? Who does that in high school? And also, I'm not too sure if they like that. I must admit, it's a little bit odd, and I think maybe just focus on. I'm very yeah. Focus on thyself and following the streamers you like as yourself is what I would say. Um, it was 2019, and they need Gmail for Google Meet. Right. I was trying to turn off a feature, and it was going to have that too, and I wasn't sure about if I wanted to do that. In the year it was COVID, right? Yeah, everything was so digital then. Um, yeah, and he's early 20s now. For the other two that are wondering, and probably been done high school for at least 3 or 4 years. I help all my friends and make email. Again, I didn't realize that a lot of high schoolers even used email and why they couldn't do it themselves. And why you're still lingering. And do they know that? Do most of them know that? And the still seem confused. That makes you guilty. I wouldn't say the G word. No, I would say the C word. I mean, I kind of understand, but um, I don't know what to say. I just wish that cat was more available and allowed to be. Um, but you know what? I guess we'll always have to work things out because you just how do you get rid of? They know that, and it's okay because they don't. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Hmm. None of them do, and you know that for sure. They don't use it. Okay. Four of you here. Um, okay, then. I mean, I don't know what to say to that, but okay, I guess. I would just say be careful. Um, in case they decide they don't like that. And Ben's comment came from Terrence's comment, but Terrence didn't say anything further to what I said, was quickly judging kind of stupidly considering that I am sitting in a house. Not trying to be mean or anything, but I'm not doing it anymore if you're not sure. Yeah, let me get back to you on that. Kind of curious about this person. Wonder if they heard me sing that song the other day. Speaking of songs, is there any songs anybody would like to hear? We can be up a little bit later tonight so that we can sleep in. Although, yeah, tomorrow's weather's supposed to be almost like today's, maybe a little bit more meh. So, and he doesn't have to rush to Monday, and it's gonna be great. It's kind of going fast, but I understand what you feel. If because we just know for a few days and then I just do this, like not make sense. So I understand you. Good point. Good point. And also, I don't think there's that many people that are doing that kind of thing. Although, he's the internet, and it's not. There are all kinds of people doing it, and a lot of them are probably more sketchy than you are. So, but hopefully, those people think twice about doing it. I thought there was something else. Okay, no, and that's kind of distracting, and just cough like an old person, and also, even if you aren't one, and how much like a chimney are you trying to be?
There's only a tiny bit left. I was not finishing. I'm sorry. Practically done.
So, folks, music you'd like to hear? I think that's the portion we're at with this right now. Type of meditations you'd be interested in? Maybe I don't know. Um, we'll talk later about statistics and that. Whether to tell you to get excited or not, I don't know. But at least go woohoo.
Please go boo boo.
Wasn't very excitable woohoo. So I'll breathe for a moment. Old man, Austin Peters. I don't think Austin Powers. I have a guitar that's an Austin. This was a Peters. I do feel old. I do feel tired, but I'm not actually all that old, and I don't think I come across all that old. So, you should see the person who's playing piano. He's older than me. But my tiredness must be showing if I look old. I don't even think I have any bags under my eyes. Or my eyes. Huh. Just under the counter. What is camera? Either of you know? It's KHAMRHQAHWA. Anybody know what this is? Oh, it looks like alcohol, a perfume maybe? Thank you for the 23rd like. I also like to be able to gauge who other people are and what they may be doing. Said hi, we're well past high with this stream. Anybody can bob their head to relaxing music and take breath and feel into it. Can't they? Not just old people. Just a moment, please. Not too sure about Wolford on this one, not to be mean or whatever. But he seems pretty sure of them. Do people really speed when they drive if they're anxious? That's what worries me. I saw you in the comments, and you said hi to me. Remember? Can I have a song request, please? It's very bright in here. Yeah, I was just scrolling. I haven't scrolled lives in a while, but I was just scrolling, yeah. Until it's like other things, it's kind of like, this is why I don't. Because then it makes me feel like people's story. Which I obviously love and matters a lot to me, and try to get through a day, especially if I don't have a lot of, especially on the ones I don't have plans. I have 2 or 3 days this week that I probably have plans. So, I'm actually going to go check messages related to that right now. So, I'm going to hand you over to G. But, yeah, usually this light sound comes by. These are slept okay earlier. Oh, gee. Because my battery's sore. Just a moment, please. Yeah, maybe some instrumentals would be nice so that none of us have to process more words at this time of night. You have so much old sheet music.
I do.
I tell ya. Yeah, I did just tell you. That is correct.
I remark on it myself quite often.
Some of them are probably older than you and I combined.
Oh, well, yes. That one was, well, that's an example of one.
Not just the songs, but the actual
Well, yes.
printed music.
That one I think was printed in 1926.
Is it Tweezy Green?
Years old. So, yeah, just barely.
Oh, that's that one. No.
Yes.
That you just played.
Uh-huh.
No, because it had a different title in it. That was.
One day is dead.
Okay, I thought I saw something about a memory, but I guess.
Memory.
I guess that was the one behind it. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
What
sort of
classical
classical?
song request, folks? Come on. We don't have all night. We just have another. We just have a lot of it because, as I said, we got a bit of one day last night, but I'm banking, and he's actually kind of early down here. It's only just becoming 11 now, and we have another couple hours to get through. So,
or is this too mellow?
Please help
Do you
us.
want something fast or something slow or something dramatic or something?
I can't. I mean, I want to be later than the other night, and that's like 2.5, almost 3 hours from now, and that feels like a long time away. So help us pass the time with some lovely comments. Ivan, if there's anything that we're not able to see that's obviously not true, then please let me know. And yeah. And I'm thinking about trains. Oh goodness, I didn't move it.
You stopped it streaming.
What?
You stopped it from.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
What the heck? Oh, sorry. You need to know how to operate the phone better.
okay. I'm,
Sure.
I'm focused, of course, on what I'm doing here at the keyboard. Yeah, well,
Play.
5 people and 22 likes. Well, that's amazing. Yeah, I'll keep playing. I just try to not have the light shining in everybody's face, which is, oh well, so you don't get to see my finger work all the time. So That was and this is my late night radio announcer voice. I'm sorry, it just happens naturally. It happens naturally to you too, doesn't it? Anyway, that was Brahms. That was Brahms. Romanze. I'm a voice actor.
Thank you.
Don't you know?
Have you liked yet? Appreciate it.
Have you liked this video yet? Please do.
Where are you watching from? Sorry, I'm the voice behind the curtain.
He is the voice behind the curtain.
In front of the curtain for most of this. Also, it's 11:11, folks.
It's 11:11. Have you had your enlightenment today?
Go where? Unless he likes it.
something soothing now.
Some comment.
More
Gee,
lights,
that's a fun name.
please.
Look at it right.
Donations, cash,
Dirt biking.
dirt biking.
And Timothy W.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, our friend.
Oui, merci, enchanté.
Music channel.
Champagne.
Where are y'all watching from?
Where are y'all watching from? Do you like Chopin? Of course you like Chopin.
Thank you. That was
People, that's right. 26 likes. Thank you. That was Chopin's 18th Nocturne.
oh wow. I'm a distinguished piano player.
I have been playing that piece for. Doesn't mean I don't make mistakes. It means I've been playing it for 40 years. And there's still.
40 years old.
Oh, there's, the a piece has been with me for 40 years, and I've been with this piece for 40 years too. I've been with a lot of pieces since for 40 years or more. Some pieces I've divorced. Just kidding.
He's not a rapper, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm a rapper.
I didn't know if you could make something up on the spot, but I'm sure.
I'm kind
I
of.
think I've heard you do that, but I don't know if I've heard you rap.
Well, I can make up plenty of things on the spot, but rap, I'm within it. I think with it, I'm
Rap I
within
can go.
several months, perhaps, of being able to do rap. Our laboratories are working on it.
That's a hard word to rhyme with.
Laboratories and laboratories. No, I don't know. Third movement? Actually, yes, I can play the third movement. That was a trick question. Sure, give me an excuse. Here, whoa. You want the first and second too, or just the third? No, you said the third. Everybody's heard the first, and though I say it myself, I do a pretty fine rendition of the first movement, and that's actually kind of boastful when you consider the hundreds of thousands of renditions that have been done.
I just play both of them.
Oh, here. First, second. The first, the underappreciated second, and the third.
question, why do they call it a movement? Also, Stacy, I have a question for you about if you have any family in Ontario, Canada. Can and there's some comments to look at. Like, sorry. I was asking why it's called a movement, and Monkey Good Quill says nice piano skills.
Thank you. But wait till we get to the third
Sometimes you
movement.
play Beethoven, even though I think you were. They said play whatever your blessed heart desires.
Thank you for the hearts. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
just it's just you'd have to look into history of classical. Why did they decide to call it a movement? It's just it's the first movement, the second movement, third movement, fourth movement. However many movements there are in a sonata or a symphony or whatever. I forget the reason for it. But
Sounds pretty good. Brad's first comment. Then no KYO Kentucky says, can you learn by ear? And try my
The Super Mario theme song. I'm sure if I had a properly scored classical arrangement in front of me, that it probably wouldn't present me too much technical difficulty.
You can learn by ear, right?
I can learn by ear sometimes, yeah.
Top skies.
In fact, some pieces I know only by ear. Come to think of it.
I see it. Aquaman.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Must
You're like, oh, I heard my name actually. Aquaman.
Aquaman. It's because of the hair.
How are you tying and playing? The song, I don't know what that means. The
Yeah.
song that's so true by Greek. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. What genre is that? The keyboard cat?
Keyboard. I know the Cat's Fugue, but I played that already.
Mountain LOL, I know, but how? How what? Press the keys. You would do a cheating. Yes, I agree. I feel like I've heard of it. I have another song we wrote,
What's that? So True by Gracie Adams.
please. I think Tara used to do that one. Yeah.
I could make something up. You're so true.
That's not it.
What am I to do? No? Okay.
That's not it.
Well, of course not. Once again, if I had it, I could reach into my pile of sheet music. Oh, there's something green. Oh, thank you so much, Mountaintop Skies.
Right?
It's donated $5, it says.
I'll figure out this payment thing again soon on my
Well, yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. They used to pay me thousands of dollars a month, you know. And what? It's true.
Oh,
Back
you
and
could put some
back.
Justin Bieber, some Ed
Justin
Sheeran.
Bieber. Oh no, I got the 12th Street rag here. Let me call you, sweetheart. But he wanted stuff without word. So
Who says that?
you did. You said that you didn't
did.
want any more words to process this evening. How about
Oh, okay, right.
I'll play
Yeah, that's
more Beethoven? Do we like Beethoven? Do we like more Beethoven? I played the Patatique. There's still, yeah, it's a newer song, so you have to listen to for the younger generation. Oh, somebody's asking somebody else. Can I get no advice for the younger generation? Do you want to go to university? But by the time,
advice for the younger generation.
well,
Probably over 18. Oh my gosh, I'm always giving advice on this.
I would always say
I'm advised out for the night, but
if I could go back and give my younger self some advice, I'd say don't bother with the university
Go
degree.
ahead.
Well, that would be my advice to myself.
What
But
would be?
don't bother with the university degree. Get a trade. Whether or not this will still apply in the future that's coming up, I don't know.
Otherwise, browse the channel and upcoming videos and try to give more wise words of wisdom for wise Yoda words of wisdom.
Wise,
For
I
Elise,
definitely.
yeah?
What's that?
Hey, where did that?
Oh, for Elise, of course I can play for Elise. What's that?
For Elise and Gershwin. I feel like you might know.
Gershwin.
That's a
Oh,
brand of piano, isn't it?
well, no.
I
Some
think
George
it's a newer song,
Gershwin.
yeah,
I
I've
can-
heard of it, but I don't know.
I can play a little bit of from Rhapsody in Blue if that's what you're thinking. If I can still find the sheet music for it. But first for Elise, and then if I can find my Rhapsody in Blue, some Rhapsody in Blue. I do know some other George Gershwin, it's just not off the top of my head, unfortunately. Oh, he did know. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping. And the cotton is high. I'll look for that later. But first we have
Hi.
Daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. Hush now, baby, don't you cry. Meow mix. But there's a piece of Chopin which actually is kind of similar to.
I remember that from your trip.
Oh. Yeah, it's the heroic Polonaise. Just can I do a little bit of heroic
Next,
Polonaise?
sing the phone book.
Next thing, the phone book. That's it's been a while since I played it. Probably wouldn't do a great job on
Mountaintop
it.
skies. What mountains are you next to? Where about do you live?
But the
Oh, you do have it? That sounds nice.
anyway, it's been a while now. There's 8 people watching me play the heroic Polonaise. That's not exactly the meow. There was a meow meow meow. It was similar.
Sounds like it.
Well, yeah, it was
It's
probably
all
based
like
on it, but it's a lovely piece of music, and can I play just a little bit of it? Oh, there's 8 people watching. I wish that I better practice on this piece at the moment. Did somebody?
They didn't have many money, or they'd send some, and then somebody else sent five more bucks for them. I think he's the one that gave 5 before.
Oh, thank you.
Right?
On another day, I'll practice up on that
Man,
piece.
wonderful.
But that's the one that has
And
the.
full of wonder.
Why, thank you so much. I could do a better job at the military Polonaise, but probably somebody still wants to play Shirley. Thank you.
We've got
31 likes.
Oklahoma
Oklahoma.
watching, so we'll have to remember to do Oklahoma tomorrow because we didn't do that today. We've got Alabama
Oh, well.
and later, our newborn daughter who's sleeping. That's not good.
Well,
Congratulations. Putting you all to sleep.
what am I?
Maybe probably, who knows?
What I should putting everybody to sleep. Well, I better play something more lively then, right? It's weird watching the numbers on the screen. You know, one moment it's 4 people, next moment it's 10. How about a little ragtime if I can? There is so much music here. It's all I can say. All I can say. It's a happy complaint. Oh gosh.
What's the baby's name?
Somebody's had a baby? Well, it wasn't me. Thank heavens. I probably make a terrible dad. Any case.
Oh, I don't know. You're a good kid at heart. You'd probably not be good at the discipline, though. That's what I would think.
Could be a problem.
Or, I don't know. I mean,
Where is
sometimes
my
it'd be
book?
like, which one of you is the kid again?
Yeah, where is my book of Scott Joplin? Oh well.
What is the baby's name? Let's go.
Or did we want more classical? What time is it anyway? 5 people. Well, I played a little bit of the military polonaise earlier.
32 likes, 37.
Wow.
We can-
31 likes, 1376.
Although we have thankful.
5 people. 35 likes. $100
Beautiful. Love to hear the
donations.
piano. Hello, Jacob. Welcome. Where are you watching from? We're glad you're here.
I'll hear something.
Wait till you hear the guitar and the bagpipes. And the
Oh,
flute.
I haven't played any pan flute piano duets.
You haven't played any bagpipes either, though.
Well, no, but that's
Or
okay.
balls. Or
There we are.
Jacob likes-
attention might be just flagging just a tiny bit. With this piece, it's after midnight.
Sorry?
My attention might be flagging just a wee bit. Or my
For the
concentration.
trip, it must be counting a lot of steps. Musically, I was an athlete and would have traded that in a heartbeat for being musically inclined.
Well,
You can play a bit of guitar. Let's go. What are you playing on the guitar?
I can play the whole
would
piece.
love
I'm
to
just
help you
tired.
learn more. Are you rhythm? Are you lead? What kind of guitar do you have? Basketball is fun.
Yes.
Denver.
A little bit of pan flute with the piano. That's what I haven't done yet. But what do I want to play? That's the question. Oh gosh. I hate to say it. I'm either too tired or I have to have more refreshments.
Coffee behind you?
Like something similar and analogous to coffee.
Just a moment, please. I'm just looking to see. Please,
Any case.
Well, if there's any more modern songs,
More modern.
feel free to request them. There's something funky. There's something else.
That's true. Well, now it says there's only one person watching, so maybe we could we could wrap things up without.
I'm talking with Jacob.
Oh, okay. Well, I definitely.
Hello, Jacob. Ooh, my hair's doing something cool under my hat.
How's your
I know,
weather?
see. So, I'll let you see the comments that I sent to you. And, yeah. No, right there, because they so they gave us record stream. In a way. Not a long way to go to the duration. That's fine. But, yeah. I play guitar, by the way, just so you know. Let me see. While I watch for comments on here, let me see if any of the commenters make me think of any particular songs. Whew, there's sure been a lot of them. At the top, I don't remember Bulldog. I don't remember that name, but anyway, let me see here. I feel like that one should, and he is musical, but I think they do all originals. 13, was that $13 before? Yeah, two fives, and wherever that person was from, America, in the States, I believe, in the Americas, there's a bit of a conversion. Okay, very appreciative. Hopefully, we're able to receive it. It's not about the money, but we're happy. Chance. Whoops. Because the word happy makes me think of one of his songs I've been doing a lot lately. Am I just not seeing? Okay, I'll come here in a minute. Seems like comments are either not coming through now or not updating. Let's have hope and prayers for Bagels Melbourne. Sounds like they had a medical issue. Hello, Ivan. Look who's back. Have you gotten any sleep tonight? I really think try. Did we put you to sleep for a little while with the piano there? Australian song. We're living in a man. We're living with the window. We're living through the thunder. Get to hear the thunder. Let's see here. Just looking at the other. Oh, this is the one that's recording anyway. So, trying to think of musicians that I know with some of these names. I don't think I know any musicians named Ivan yet, but Ivan can learn. Jacob, are you still there? I wrote some comments to you while he was playing. Would have been nice to find out what part of Canada Mr. Bruno was from, but didn't stick around. I'm not too sure about this. Didn't know the phrase. Didn't stick around. Let's see here. I feel like I probably know a famous musician with the name Ben. So I can learn music with you, of course. What songs would you like to learn? And what instrument? I shouldn't promise, and that's moving, but I don't know if it would update the comments otherwise. Now let's keep it. It's probably more like 28, but yeah. Whew. Ivan was the majority of them. Jacob, you seem cool. We'd like to chat and get to know you more. Where are you? Hip hop. What is the difference? Can somebody tell me? I was wondering this the other day between hip hop and rap. Is one just more modern? I don't do a lot of hip hop, but if you have any songs that you know that have hip hop fusion in it, G probably doesn't do it, but it looks like they may have he's in the picture, but there's something iffy about him. So, got 6 of you here. It's a good thing we don't have to go into work tomorrow, because yeah, we can spend the night entertaining you guys. I'll look at those in a moment. I'll try to remember to. I want to learn how to freestyle and rap. Yeah, it's something to learn, that's for sure. So I think I'm mostly caught up here. Maybe that person, is just curious or saw a movie or is working on a eulogy. The dog looks interesting. Any other class favorites by any chance? To I think he's sorting his music, which is good. He should. 8 people here. I see 8 on here and 5 on here for some reason. Sorry? Okay, cool. I'm glad you have it in you. Kat, are you still there? What's with all the teas? And do you have any pets? And I'm going to check out Mountain's video. It looks like he has one. It looks like somebody was watching a live up earlier, but he doesn't have any. Jacob, we've been trying to be conversing with you. Where are you? You climbing a ladder somewhere? Buying a stairway to heaven? No, I didn't mean that. But that does open up the suggestion, doesn't it?
Schubert or Scott Joplin? Solace? Does anybody remember the piece Solace from The Entertainer? It's a beautiful piece of music.
Ray says that we've lived this day well, and I think we should probably.
With nothing else, we're going to run out of.
That-
sometime soon.